So the story of Kyteler's Inn is not a nice one, and it's not my fault, but it is the most famous story we have from Kilkenny. So the building here dates from the 17th century, but it incorporates part of a house from the 14th century where a wealthy moneylender called Joseph Kyteler lived. He had one child, a daughter called Alice, and he married her off to a wealthy friend of his called William Outlaw. They had a son and daughter, a son together whose name was William, and when Joseph died, he left everything to his next male heir. That was his grandson, William. When William's father died, he left him everything as well. So William was fabulously wealthy, but he was still a child. So the mother was looking after him and the money. She married again to another wealthy merchant called Adam LeBlond, a widower with children, and he died not long after they got married. When this happened, he left everything to William and he left nothing to his own children. Alice married a third wealthy merchant called Richard Laval, who was also a widower with children and who also died not long after they got married.
There's one common thread here called the wife.
Yeah, it was common with the fourth husband, another wealthy merchant called John Lepoire, and he also happened to die not long after they got married. When this happened, his children went down to Bishop Richard Ledred down in Canis's Cathedral, and they told him that they believed their stepmother had poisoned their father and her 3 previous husbands. Now, Ledred had been telling the people of the town here that he believed that the war, plague and famine that they had experienced over the last 10 years was the work of the devil, and that there was somebody here who was probably working with the devil, and it's a possibility that somebody was Alice. He started to investigate. He's asking the merchants about her, the people that control the town, and they see an opportunity because they owe her a lot of money, and if she was found guilty of being a heretic, their debts would burn with her. So they told him the type of stories you think are typical of a witch. Everything is in there except the pointy hat. She was even flying around on a stick. So on the 3rd of November 1324, a witch trial was organised at the town hall, and following this witch trial, they will burn a witch. Ledred, though, has 2 problems. The first of those problems is that there was no witch. Alice disappeared. That's the last thing we know about her life. And the second problem he has is that there is a bloodthirsty large crowd in front of the town hall, a bit like you guys, but they've come to watch witch burn. So he arrested 12 of Alice's supporters, mostly the wealthy merchants here. And when they were found guilty, they were given small punishments, like having to go to mass 3 times a day for a year, pay a fine, that kind of thing. One girl, though, Alice's maidservant Petronilla Mead, had a confession beaten out of her. When she confessed, she was flogged through the 6 parishes of Kilkenny until she was brought back to the town hall, where she burned instead of Alice. I told you it's not a nice story, and I told you it's not my fault.
Well, you did say 1324, so
yeah.
Alice disappeared. This place became the inn, right? So
yeah.
Who took it over?
So her son, William.
William did, okay.
Yeah. He was also one of the 12 tried. His punishment was to replace the roof of the cathedral, and it's believed he had it deliberately made too heavy, and 8 years later it collapsed down.
There you go. It keeps getting better.